Hi, this is Mike from the Substream, and this is Watch This Instead for Friday, July 23rd, 2010, and I'd like to talk with your permission, not about how sweaty my face is, but about the movie Salt, which stars Angelina Jolie, who is a 98-pound CIA agent who also might be a super powerful, ultra-deadly Russian mole, a sleeper agent inserted into North America, along with a whole bunch of other Russian secret sleeper moles, at the height of Soviet paranoia in the 80s, who have remained waiting to be called on until this day when they're going to assassinate a bunch of different powerful guys on day X, and then global thermonuclear war for some reason, which, well, Ryan, I'll bring it in, buddy. Give me one of these. We good? Okay. Okay, send it back. So all movies are basically fantasy. All movies are a fantasy of one type or another. So all movies basically have the, am I buying this question going on? And with Salt, you may buy Salt, in which case you'll probably enjoy Salt because it's got a lot of technical stuff to recommend it. Angelina Jolie is good looking, she's a good actress, there's a bunch of fights, there's a bunch of really, really good stunts and effects. But the plot, the actual details of what happens, the who's and where's, this is one of the most ludicrous, retarded plots in a film that I've ever seen. It's just, and I'm not even going to describe any more than I already have. It's just ludicrous is the only word. And then the story, the little bit of flesh that you put over that ludicrous plot, the characters and motivations, the whys and how comes of the what's and where's. Okay, so you got Angelina Jolie, who is 98 pounds, just beating the ever-loving shit out of 500 different guys over and over and over again. She's an unstoppable killing machine. Which, okay, well, there's kung fu training. Well, that happens in movies. But also, she gets punched in the face a lot by strong dudes, just over and over again, blasted in the mouth and in the eye and in the nose. And all that ever happens is she goes, ow! And then she goes, and does that sexy kissy mouth thing that she does. And I've seen guys get punched, I've seen 200-pound guys get punched in the mouth, and what happens is they fall down on the ground and go unconscious. It's an inescapable fact of human anatomy that if you are sitting down and someone punches you as hard as they can in the mouth, you won't go like this. You'll go, eh, and then you'll fall on the ground and be unconscious. It's ludicrous. But who am I to say what's too ludicrous? I mean, I buy it when it's Jason Bourne doing it. And do I buy it because Jason Bourne's a man and Angelina Jolie's character's a woman? Well, I don't think I'm sexist, so it can't be that. Do I buy it because he's like 200 pounds and strong and she's tiny? That's probably more accurate. But I also buy Jason Bourne in a way that I don't buy Salt as a crazy action star because of the style with which they chose to shoot the action and stunts. Angelina Jolie in Salt, her character is one of these really old-fashioned, in a bad way, cliched action stars that drops grenades and then walks slowly away while shrapnel flies around behind them. And I don't buy that. I don't want any more Terminators walking through the fire, unless they're the Terminator, which she's not. She's a normal person. When I see her drop grenades and fire goes behind her, I want to see somebody that runs out of the way of fire, because that makes me think that maybe they might be a real person in a real situation, which is going to help me get over the incredibly high bar of ludicrosity that the plot and the story of this film is set. So what should you watch instead? Watch one of the most ludicrous, retarded political thrillers of all time that also somehow stars Laurence Olivier and Gregory Peck and Uta Hagen and James Mason and Steve Guttenberg in one of his pre-Police Academy roles, and is the best film about Mengele trying to bring about the Fourth Reich by cloning Hitler and seeding young Hitler clones all throughout America ever made, The Boys from Brazil. It's made by Franklin J. Schaffner, who on one hand made the very good Patton and Papillon, and on the other hand made Yes, Giorgio, which starred Luciano Pavarotti as an opera singer who falls in love with his throat doctor. And The Boys from Brazil is somewhere in the middle between genius and retarded, and it's a little bit of both, and it's the perfect thing to watch at home this weekend, so you can laugh at the funny, ridiculous parts and be scared and thrilled by the scary and thrilling parts, just like you'll be able to do with Salt when it comes out on DVD and doesn't cost $20 to go see in 6 months. So for now, watch The Boys from Brazil instead.